Hey babes, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are doing a My Nightly Wind Down routine. Make sure you stick around, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to another video. It's your girl Mia, and we are back with my nightly wind down routine. I just now left the gym, coming back home. I did have chicken in the oven while I was at the gym on low. And chicken is what we will be eating for dinner. I have been trying to make healthier eating choices this year. Yes, I know the year just started, but I'm trying to make healthier choices. So I ended up baking some chicken, and I'm just putting a little bit of Italian seasoning on it. This will be what I will be feeding my family for the night. I am a mother of two little girls and also a wife, and so I do cook literally every night. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to cook, but I still go ahead and push it through. Since I said I was making healthier eating choices, I am going to be cooking some cauliflower rice. I normally go with potatoes, but I got a potato belly because I be eating too many potatoes, so I try to slow it down and try to eat a little more healthier. Now, my girls, they did not eat the cauliflower rice. I did make them some mac and cheese with their chicken, and that was their dinner for the night. When I am cooking, I get sidetracked because I cannot cook in a dirty kitchen, so I'm just putting away dishes, and I want to go ahead and start up on cleaning up the dishes that's in the sink. I don't know if you will find this weird, but I'm just like, am I the only one that does this? Where I normally clean my dishes by just a rag and dish liquid, and then whatever's in the sink, I go ahead and pick it up. I really don't use my dishwasher at all, and I just don't run water and then sit the dishes in there. I normally just wash them just like I'm doing. Comment below if you do this as well, so I won't feel like I'm an oddball. After I've washed the dishes, I go back and start to season my cauliflower rice. I ended up using Sylvia's soul food seasoning and some onion powder just to have a little seasoning for the cauliflower rice. No salt because I felt like the Sylvia's was enough salt. I do a lot of my cleaning at night because I do work in the day, but I work from home even though I could do it from home, but sometimes my kids do keep me busy if they are out of school. Well, I do have a 4-year-old, she does not go to school, but I also have a 7-year-old, and a couple of days they have not had any school because it's been a snowstorm. So I'm just around the house before they get home, cleaning and straightening the house before they make a mess again. One thing I plan on getting this year in 2025 is a new couch. I cannot wait to get a new couch. I got a kitten this year, or I'm sorry, in 2024, got a kitten, and I did not know the kitten was going to destroy the bottom of my couch, so that's why you'll see the bottom of the couch hanging because it's all because of the cat, okay? But it is really time for me to get a new sofa. Having kids definitely lets me know light colors is a no-go. I need something a little more darker, so if there are stains on the couch, it won't be noticeable. I'm done cleaning. It's time to eat dinner. This is a salad with my cauliflower rice and some chicken wings. And on the chicken wings is some garlic parmesan sauce, which I absolutely love. So I'm just sitting here, just enjoying a little bit of TV time with my husband. He will be coming in. And it's just something about when moms sit down and eat that your children always seem to bother you, where you have to get up and stop eating because they want you for something. Comment below if I'm not alone, okay? It seems like every time I'm eating, my kids come down, and I let them in their room last night, so they came down. I'm just like, what do y'all want? Anywho, after we're done eating, it's time for me to go ahead and get these kids prepared and ready for the bed. I am going to go ahead and brush their teeth and have them use mouthwash and floss and get them into the shower and bed so that it continue to be my time. All right, it's a lot later. The kids are now tucked in bed. Now it's time for me to get into the Bible. I normally read the Bible literally every single day. I try to read it in the morning time, but if I can't read it in the morning time because my kids may have distracted me, I'm going to make sure I get my reading in the evening. And I do find my scriptures from Pinterest, and I just look up for like the month that I am in, and I just go off of those scriptures every day. After I read the Bible, it's time for me to get back in the kitchen, finish up washing up the dishes that we did use for dinner. I really cannot stand when dishes are out dirty. Either sometimes, honestly, y'all, I can't always do it at nighttime because sometimes I'll just be too tired. But I had a little energy this night and I just wanted to go ahead and get the dishes cleared out. Plus, I had products to make for my hair care line. And do y'all use your grocery bags for like filling up on leftover foods or whatever like that, just so that you don't have to use your actual trash bag? This is something I do all the time. I'm always dumping trash or random food or anything like that in like the grocery bags, and then I throw it away in like the big bag just so it won't stink or whatever. This is just something that I do. Now that the dishes are all cleared up, it's time for me to go ahead and get into my product making. I do make natural hair care products. Y'all can check out hernatural.com. I make products for natural hair, curly, kinky girls and men and kids. My products are made from natural ingredients as well. But I had an order to fill, I had to ship out an order, and there was a product that I needed to restock. So I'm just right here restocking this product, which is the Bounce Back Curl Refresh. Again, y'all can find the product over at hernatural.com. If you do have natural hair, check it out. All of my products are infused, and it also helps with hair growth, making sure your hair is strengthened, healthy, longer, and stronger, okay? And I definitely focus on moisture. That's the key, is moisturizing your hair. And that's the reason also why I had to clear up the dishes, because I cannot cook or make any products when dishes are around. It just feels disgusting. Now it's time for me to unwind and take a nice relaxing shower. First, I'm starting off with brushing my teeth, using my water flosser, and then using some Crest. This water flosser will also be linked below in the description box. Using my Crest, this has got an exfoliator, which I absolutely love to exfoliate my body to make sure I'm removing the dead skin. And then once I go on with my first wash, I always like to go on with a second wash with like a fragrance. So this is the Sol de Janeiro, which I love. Next, I'm moving on to my face, which is the oil-based cleanser by Mimu, which I absolutely love as well because it leaves like this heated sensation on your face. Almost makes you feel like you're in a spa. This is also another Korean skincare product, which is Beauty of Joseon. And so I did also make sure I use some feminine wash, which is the Her Natural Her Bar. Y'all can find that out over at hernatural.com. But moving on, we are doing our skincare for the night. This is all Korean skincare products. It was the Mimu Calming Cooling Toner, and then I used the Snail Mucin and the APLB products and the CosRx Peptide Eye Cream.
me up, don't let me down. You know I wanna be around. You fucking warm with my heart, you think we ever be so hard, crazy, I'm letting down my guard.
After my skincare, I'm going to make sure I smell good for the night. I always use a fragrance before I go to bed. So this is just a fragrance oil, the Sand Fog. It smells absolutely really good. It's vanilla and musk. And I'm just going to also moisturize my skin. Next, before I go to bed, my bed is just way too high to say my prayers, so I say my prayers on the couch. So I'm just going to go ahead and say my prayers for the night. I make sure I do say my prayers in the morning and also at night. And then after that, it's time for me to unwind, watch a little TV, and play my favorite game, which is Candy Crush. I appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling with me on my nightly routine. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.